No matter where you go, you're always in reality. It's the ebb of the flow, the thick of the thin reality. So kick back, relax, you're among friends in reality. We want you to know you're part of the show in reality. So ladies and gentlemen, for your edification, it's Reality Ranch, our presentation. No matter where you go, you're always in reality. How does it sound? No, I just want to know about reality. And somehow this is a sound check. And I hope somebody will write something down on Facebook. Somebody there's anybody there's somebody there's anybody there. Somebody on Reality Ranch night. It's March the 25th, just around getting real close to 7 p.m. when the big show will start. Hi folks, were you scared? This is Bob Livingston on March the 25th, 2021, for the record, beaming out into the airwaves. We're hoping we're being heard in the cosmic dimensions. Tonight I'm going to have a show for you that's going to be, I'm going to reach down in some songs that I don't even know and tell you some stories. But we kind of came on a little early tonight, and so I can do anything I want to do. And why don't I just play you right now? Let me just play you something. If I could find it, because we got a little time, so we're not really on. It's not 7 o'clock yet, but this is a sound check. I just want to make sure that everything is sounding good. How about it, folks? What about it? Is it sounding good? There he is, Cowboy Bob, Don Graham. All right, David Hammerly. I can hear it. Well, at least you can hear it. Brittany says, sounds good, Bob. David Hammerly, Scathing Introspection is my new garage band. Yes. Well, thanks a lot for tuning in, but we're still just doing a sound check, so don't get excited. Call all your Facebook friends. Try to get them over here. Meanwhile, well, hi, folks. It's 7 o'clock on March the 25th. My name is Bob Livingston. I came all the way from Austin, Texas to be here on Reality Ranch tonight. I want to thank them for having me on. And they asked me to play some songs that I may not have, some new stuff, or old stuff that's kind of in the albums that, and some of you have probably heard some of it, but I'm going to just get into the groove here for a while and not really resort to that drastic show idea, but get my mojo and just tell you that I love you, that you're here, and I can't get enough of it. I just can't get enough of it. Got a new harmonica tonight, courtesy of Tim Tandy. We'll see how it goes. Harmonica holder, shall I say. Feeling like I'm almost there. At least I know the end's in sight. Opportunities knocking everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. I'm out of the tunnel and into the night. Beautiful sunrise up ahead. A million colors to the dawn. Planets in position, underlined in red. Auspicious beginnings roll us along. And I can't get enough of it. I can't get enough of it. No, I can't get enough of it, but I want to go home. I've been a gypsy way too long. I haven't unpacked in 47, 48 years, except for this last year. And Ramblin' Jack and Don Graham, they showed me the way to the song. It's full of beauty, adventure, and tears. Oh, the kindness of strangers, the kindness of strangers, and good friends. They put me up 10,000 nights at least. Anyway, my road is up ahead, just before the dead end. It's the green gate with the Christmas light. Oh, and I can't get enough of it. No, I can't get enough of it. Can't get enough of it, but you know what? I want to go home. You know, I can't get enough of it, but every once in a while I got to check in to make sure I'm on. Just every once in a while, and that's what I just did. I only got one more thing left to say, and that's their questions answered, never asked. It all happened way too fast. There are sometimes some things and I'm feeling like I'm almost there. I won't miss the turn this time, you'll see, you'll see. Magic of the mission of the Flatland Stairs, Flatland Stairs. I feel like I made it to the head of the line. Oh, beautiful woman, and children and cousins, they're waiting there for me. A house full of family and very best friends, and dogs and cats and chickens too. Anyway, my road is up ahead. Anyway, I'm on the dreaming. Anyway, my road is up ahead, and I still may be dreaming this mystery. I hope I don't wake up before the end. Oh, and I couldn't get enough of it. I couldn't get enough of it. And I still can't get enough of it. But you know what? I want to go home. I know some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I can't get enough of it. New harmonica holder. Little different. Feels good though. Working on it. I didn't want to change. I just want to change. I didn't want it. I didn't want to change, baby. I just want to change. I didn't want it. I didn't want to change now. I just want to change. Yeah, I wanted changes made. They said it was a miracle. Cure in the 50s. They said it was a miracle. Cure for the 60s. They said it took a miracle in the 80s and the 90s. But I wanted changes made. Rearrange all your senses. Baby, change is what it's all about. It's all about that, you know. I didn't want to change. Just wanted change, I didn't want it. I didn't want to change, baby. Oh, I just wanted change. I didn't want it. I didn't want to change now. But I wanted change. I wanted changes. I wanted changes. I wanted changes made. Now that's on a record that is actually more of an interlude than anything, but it's track number 7 on Up the Flatland Stairs. First time for everything. First time. Okay. I hope we're doing well. Wonder I could just sit down, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to assume that everything is okay, and we're just going to keep on rolling. Here's a song that I wrote with Bobby Bridger, my friend. He's the greatest guy, and he and I have written a lot of songs together, Cowboys and Indians, Mahatma Gandhi's Sitting Bull, and he helped me with my Cowboys and Indians, my whole idea of writing these core songs. I had 3 songs for the Cowboys and Indians show. Cowboys and Indians, actually 4 songs. Original Spirit, Cowboys and Indians, Mahatma Gandhi and Sitting Bull, and what is the other one? Anyway, there's another one. But this was a song that we wrote after the fact, and we recorded, and the only place you can find this is on the Cowboys and Indians record, which there were just a few printed up. But this song is on it, and it's called Cowboys and Cowgirls All Over the World. And I got the idea because, you know, wherever you are in the world, and I've been to a lot of places for the State Department, everywhere you go, there is a cow and a boy somewhere. And a lot of the developing countries and everything are really in touch with those cowboys over there because they're bringing them milk and they're taking care of these cows. So I imagined, we're working on an actual musical play for it, Bobby and I imagined at this one point in the show, this old cowboy, you know, Jackie Jack Snowdrift or whatever his name is, winds up in India. He's kind of out of it, wakes up. He's been up all night in Rajasthan district, the Rajasthan music district, and up there in Bombay, and he wakes up in this park, and when he wakes up, he looks, and he's in the middle of a bunch of cows. And it just kind of blows his mind a little bit, and they're just kind of sniffing him and stuff. But then he hears this music, and he looks over, and there's this guy, and he's the cowboy. And so in the play, Oliver Rajamani is playing the cowboy. And so he has, he comes in and he talks in a little bit. And then right in the middle of this, while we're singing and dancing about cowboys and cowgirls all over the world, here comes this blonde girl walking through the whole thing, and her name is Karen Mall, and Karen walks up and says, well, I'll tell you what she says, but her father's like a State Department person in the play, and she comes upon this scene of cowboys all over the world, and so here it is. Let's see if I can do it. Cowboys and girls, all right. Yeah. Maybe I'll do it in D. Get a little strength. Oh, yeah. We play this at schools a lot. And we tell them that story, and the kids are all just... I've played shows where, like, it was in Lake Travis Travis Heights High School. They called it their vertical team. They had pre-K, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, up to St. Edward's University. All in the same room. Filmed it somewhere on YouTube. There's cowboys and cowgirls all over the world. All it takes is a cow and a boy and a girl, a song to sing and a rope to twirl. There's cowboys and cowgirls all over the world. Back in Lubbock when I was a kid, before riding my horse made me bow-legged, I found me a rope and I gave it a spin, and I lassoed my horse and I jumped on him. He bucked and he bit, but he soon settled down. So I saddled him up and I rode him all around. I found me a job, a roping strays, learning about the cowboy way. Let's sing it. There's cowboys and cowgirls all over the world. All it takes is a cow and a boy and a girl, a song to sing and a rope to twirl. There's cowboys and cowgirls all over the world. Here's that Indian cowboy. My name is Raj and I'm a cowboy too. I love my cows, I'm just like you. My range is the streets of old Bombay, where I herd my cows and I earn my pay. And if you could teach me to sing like you, I could win the heart of a cowgirl true. And we'd be in love all of our days, singing about the cowboy way. Let's sing it. There's cowboys and cowgirls all over the world. All it takes is a cow and a boy and a girl, a song to sing and a rope to twirl. There's cowboys and cowgirls all over the world. Here comes Annie. I learned to ride before I could walk. I was a yodeling fool before I could talk. I danced and I sang in a Wild West show, and I traveled the world in a rodeo. I loved a medicine man and an African king, and I thought I'd done about everything, till I saw you rounders in old Bombay just singing about the cowboy way. Yeah, there's cowboys and cowgirls all over the world. All it takes is a cow and a boy and a girl, a song to sing and a rope to twirl. There's cowboys and cowgirls all over the world. Cowboys and cowgirls all over the world. Let's go sit down and see how we're doing over here, folks. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There it is. It's good to see you out there. I hope you're there. I hope you're all there. And it looks like we do have some people. And let's see. Who do we have out there? Catherine Wallace Johnson. Great. Thank you very much, Catherine. Brentney says it sounds good. Don Graham, there he is. I mentioned him in a song. Play some E chords, he says. Sandy McGuire, that's my cousin, Sandy. Tim, she says, you are not on Austin City Jams. No, I'm not tonight. I'm going straight to Facebook with everything, but, you know, I probably should be on Austin City Jams and everywhere else, but I am on YouTube. And if you want to tune into YouTube, Bob Livingston Music Channel, and watch it on YouTube as well, what you do is you stay with the chat and all this but watch it on YouTube, and it's a better resolution from what I understand. There's old Tim Tanny. Don't sue me if that damn Horner Flex harp holder grabs your lip and rips it off, and almost did. It's a completely different thing. George Ann Olive said my favorite song, but I don't know what she was talking about. She just says my favorite song. The lava lamp is back in operation. Yeah, it's kind of warming up. I didn't start it soon enough. Don Graham sounded great. All right. David Hammerly, can't get enough of it. All right. Randy Fred, my old manager from Los Angeles, California, still in Los Angeles. And Randy Fred, I'll tell you his story later. Amy Gilmore, how you doing, Amy? And old Bill Lewis, great to see you. All right, well, we've got a group of people. Thank you very much for coming in. Eric Johnson. All right, I don't know what you're all saying. Catherine Case. Roger Bartlett. Hey, Roger Bartlett. Lusaza Goose, Roger Bartlett. Now, who was in Lusaza besides you? Was it Bill Cowrie? We need to know. This is a question and answer session. And if you do have any requests, just write them on the back of a $100 bill, send them to the front, and who knows? We may do it. All right. I'm going to get back up to where I was, where I once belonged. So here's a song I wrote with Laurie Turner, songwriter from Austin, and put on the new record. Eliza Gilkinson sings a duet with me, and I'm going to, don't have the lyrics, and I just hope I don't mess it up. May have to have some runway on some of these verses. All right. This is going to take a B flat harmonica for those of you that are paying attention. You don't see many of those, do you? But I've got one because I like to play an F. And it still may not make any sense, but yes. I've been doing pretty good in the pandemic. I made a commercial this past week with Bradley Kopp, my old guitar playing friend. We did it virtually. It was for, the Nueces River Authority and for estuaries and streams and to clean them up with this yellow bag. And they're going to start... it's all down South Texas, Corpus Christi way, and they're going to put it on the radio and all that big campaign to clean it up. It's what we need to do it. We need to do it right here in Austin, Texas. Clean it up. Okay. I can't stay with you without wanting to be closer. Can't sing on a dream with you without wanting to be closer. 'Cause that's the way things go. That's the way things go. That's the way things go in our feel world, our feel world. I wanna walk around in the moonlight with you. And I wanna hear the sound of the midnight with you. 'Cause that's the way things go, little darling. That's the way things go. That's the way things go in our field world. We don't need any whiskey or wine. Don't worry about tomorrow, today is just fine. And everything that moves between these parallel lines is true. Things go. Yeah, that's the way things go. And that's the way things go in our field world. In our field world. That's also on Up the Flatland Stairs. Let me give you another look at it in case you missed it the first time. This is a record I did on Howlin' Dog Records. And I don't know if you know, Don Richmond and Terry McCartney have this Howlin' Dog Records up there in Alamosa, and they have a world-class recording studio. Pretty nice. I don't know if you noticed. Do you notice anything about this cover? I mean, is anybody paying attention to, do you notice anything about the cover? Okay. Here's a song that I put on the... I've got this record here. It's called Mahatma Gandhi and Sitting Bull. And I knew I made a big mistake when I went to KLLL and they put that was Bob Livingston in his new album, Mahatma Gandhi and Sitting Bull. And it has this picture of a two-headed with Gandhi and bull and one body on the front. Now, you know, that's a way to destroy a record right there. And I changed it to Original Spirit. But the guy really, I mean, it's not a way to destroy a record, but it's certainly a collector's item. Here's a song. It's a deep cut on this record, but it's a guy named Steve Martinic, friend of mine, eclectic house painter, artist, musician, a cosmic soul, and I just love this song. It's called Raining for So Long, and it usually rains within, you know, right after we play this, within 3 weeks, 3 to 6 weeks. Raining for so long. Did you see Bill Hearn's show last night? It was really good. Bill's every other Wednesday on Facebook. Does a great job. He's recorded a couple of my songs that I co-wrote with one of them, On a Dream with You, I wrote. And then he did last night, he did Head Full of Nothing that I did with Rick Fowler, great guy. Red River. Three Faces West, Rick Fowler, that one. You know, the guy that was sort of, I think he was on the left as you watched them. And he played banjo and he told sardonic jokes. And on the far right was Wayne Kidd, who played bass and was really funny and good looking. And all of them were great. And then the guy in the middle was this wise ass named Ray Hubbard. Go figure. It was before he was Ray Wiley. He was just plain old Ray Hubbard or Hubbard a lot of the time. Just Hubbard. He hadn't even written Redneck Mother or anything yet. But we wrote a song called Life in the Pines. Maybe that's what I ought to do while I'm here. Because that's definitely a deep cover. That would make more sense. Or as much sense as anything so far in the show. So it was the first song that we ever wrote together, and Ray had this line that said, it says, "Life in the Pines makes it worthwhile, with a rust hickory woman and a blue-eyed smile." And so Ray wrote this line, "Rust hickory woman." He said, "With a rust hickory woman." What is a rust hickory woman? Anyway, and he said, you know, the kind of woman that when she raises her arm, a whippoorwill flies out. That kind of woman. Life in the pines makes it worthwhile, with a rust hickory woman and a blue-eyed child, sharing your heart, living a dream, sailing your mind down my life's endless stream. Come on. Life in the pines makes it worthwhile, with a rust hickory woman, with a rust hickory woman and a blue-eyed child. Our child was born. We had to borrow his name. and the people condemned him. But he's not to blame. Life in the pines makes it worthwhile. Makes it worthwhile. With a rust hickory woman and a blue-eyed child. You know, if Jesus walked in, you heard us singing this song, because he stands for love, he'd sing right along. And life in the pine makes it worthwhile. With a rust hickory woman and a blue-eyed child. Life in the Pines. If I could get back there, I would show you. Where is it? I have it, the actual 45 in a case somewhere that my brother gave me, but everything has changed around, but it's here somewhere. Maybe sometime after the first commercial break. Speaking of commercials, so, you know, let's see. How do we do this? No, that's not it. So everything is kind of messed up with my uniform here. And I'm looking at myself and I'm thinking how pathetic I look. But in fact, you can barely read it, but there's my banner down there, and it's the PayPal.me/BobLivingston Music or Venmo. We'd love to. We don't like to talk about tips so much, especially I played this out-yard barbecue yesterday, and you know, it was totally social distance, everything, but they had this tip jar, and it was the woman. It was a well-appointed house, and you know, they were well-to-do people, because the woman had these Ming Dynasty ceramics and stuff, and they took this vase. Ming Dynasty vase was cobalt blue, beautiful, this kind of cosmic you know, writing or something on it, calligraphy, and the husband took and spray painted in flaming white letters the word tips on it. He had no idea, and he probably paid for it. The word tips. Now, you would think it was self-evident what that jar was for, would you? Would you not think? Well, tell that to the dyslexic that walked in and spit in it. Whoa! That's right. Cheap jokes to get you to understand. We'd love for you to put some money in the tip jar. Now, here's one. If I could do it, it would be amazing. And I'm going to try it because I'm that kind of guy. And I'm definitely going to have to read the lyrics on this one. And they're printed very small. So bear with me. It's a song that was on a Lost Gonzo Band album called Hands of Time. And I wrote it with a guy named Reed Wood in India. We wrote a slew of songs together, and Hands of Time, and it's a cosmic song for sure. And I'll see if I can get it done for you. I think it's better if I just go with the tonic on this one, folks. If I can find the tonic. I need some gin and tonic right now, I think. No, just kidding. I never did like gin and tonic. I don't know. What kind of drinks do you drink? What's your favorite drink, folks? All of you out there, let's do a quiz. Favorite drink. On the next break, I'll read it out. Also, if you have any deep cuts you'd like yourself, guess we better make sure that we're still on. Marcus Cobbler's there. Okay, I'm not going to go through it all now, but I'm glad to see you, Marcus. Turn back the hands of time, back to those fields of stone, were a planet 39. Some say it was our home. See that pale ball of fire, it used to burn so bright. Long ago it expired, was a life-giving light. Turn back the hands of time. Green and blue earth did spin. It must have been so fine. Could we see it all again? Then air was given free. They did not have to make what was a flower a tree, but cloud or a lake. Babies were really born. People knew how to cry. There was laughter, there was scorn. Can you understand why? When worlds collide, they make no sound. When no one is there to hear, we're not in the dark. We've seen it before. And where there is light, there is no fear. How strange it all appears in this universe now. People smiled and they had tears, but we do not know how. So different they were then. How marvelous it seems if we could see them again. Would they really have dreams? What is the word for dance? What does it mean to sing? What is it that artists enhance? What is a wedding ring? A huge beast. Let's see, wait a minute. What is a wedding ring? This is beautiful. What huge beast was ocean that could so loudly roar? War is a weird notion we've never seen before. When worlds collide, they make no sound. Where there is no one there to hear, we're not in the dark. We've seen it before. And where there is light, there is no fear. Oh, turn back the hands of no traces can we find. New faces greet the dawn. Was it but moments ago when voices still could speak? If we could turn back the flow, would we know just what we see, what we seek? Okay. Hadn't played that in years and years and years, and it's fun to play it. Fun to go back to it again. I could maybe do something that you would know. But it's a deep cut. And I had the great fortune to play with Michael Murphy, and we made 2 records with him, Geronimo's Cadillac and Cosmic Cowboy. And on Cosmic Cowboy, let me just tell you really quick what happened. So this was 1971-ish, 1-ish, 2-ish. We just moved to Austin. Jerry Jeff's here. We're there. Gary Nunn, me, Craig Hillis. It's pretty complicated how all the records we played on and stuff. But basically, after Geronimo's Cadillac, we had the band together on Cosmic Cowboy. And I played on Geronimo's Cadillac. Gary did. But the band wasn't really together with some Nashville musicians as well. And so when we make this record, we were also interested in playing with Jerry Jeff. And we make the record, and we're getting ready to make the record. And Jerry Jeff we're recording his first album there on 6th Street in this place called Raps Cleaners, the world's most primitive conditions. Jerry Jeff always would seek that out. The world's most primitive conditions. And it was a 16-track tape recorder where everybody just plugged into it. No board, no noise reduction, no nothing. And we couldn't even listen to playbacks until the end of the night because it was so complicated to turn it all around. No easy way. So Michael Murphy shows up, and we're making this record, and he kind of feels weird. We're his band, and he's playing. So he goes next door to this sandwich shop and came back, and he said, let me play you this song that I just wrote. And it's a historic song. Once again. Out in the alleys of Austin, there's a song by the side of the wall, and the bricks and the bottles and the mongrels are trying to make sense out of it all. And the moon looks all too familiar, and the kids say there ain't no man in there, and the laid-back baboon by the light of the Texas moon is combing his auburn hair. He's just combing his auburn hair. out in the alleys of heaven, there's a funky feeling old angel strumming chords, and the preachers sit and get stoned in their Buicks as Jesus Christ rolls by in his Ford. And the clouds, they're like the feathers of sparrows, 1,000 different colors of gray. It's the hustle of the paradise barroom, and the glory of hanging out in space. And here in Austin, you know how much we love to hang out in space. There's a harmony vocals going. Now in the alleys of Austin in heaven, the song that they're singing is pretty much the same. And the jam sessions sound just like the gutters as the muddy licks and sticks roll down the drain, and the drain pipe rolls to the river, and the Pedernales rolls out to the sea, and the sea waters rise up to heaven, and they rain down on the alleys of Austin and you and oh yeah. Well, let's sit down and see what's going on with our friends out there in the world. It gives me a chance to kind of kick back, relax. I know I'm among friends. Great co-write with Laurie Turner, Tim says. Check out Bill Hearn Music. That's right, check out Bill Hearn Music. Life in the Pines. Brittany likes that, I guess. Life in the Pines with a Rust Hickory Woman is Nirvana. Nirvana. David Hammerly says that. Carol Boyd, song request. Ask what I like about Texas is the blue-bonnet Indian paintbrushes and swimming in the sacred waters of Barton Springs. That's a great one. For one thing, it's not a deep cut. The other one, I didn't write it, or I don't really know it, though I played on it. And, you know, I couldn't rip it out for you, Carol. So please visit the Spit Jar is what she says, and that's a good idea. Let's just visit that Spit Jar. Champagne, favorite, Steve Giddens, favorite drink, Grey Goose and 3 olives. David Hammerly likes whiskey the most. Bill Lewis, milk. I bet, Bill. Bill Lewis, a great singer-songwriter. I urge you to look at his Facebook page. He does this great series where he's sitting at the piano. It's kind of dark and moody, and he does these great songs. He has a great sound. Oh, Bill Lewis drinks milk. Kelly Karasik. I always have, for some reason. Vodka and Topo Chico, of course, Kelly. Missed you last week. Thank you very much, Kelly. Tim Tandy, Ms. Roberta says her favorite drink is melted ice cream. I want to give a shout out to Roberta out there. Roberta Tandy, I guess we would say, Tim's bride. Bill Lewis, I love milk. Sandy McGonigal likes something. Water is my favorite drink. I get it. Frank Golden, I'm sitting on the back porch watching the sun go down, a glass of single malt scotch in hand, listening to Bob Livingston. Does it get any better? I don't think it does. Always love those unusual chord progressions in Hands of Time. Wow, I didn't even know you knew it. Okay, Bill Lewis, take advantage of your chances. That's a good one. We'll just do that next. James Nunn, Deep Cut, Signs of Life, a deep cut. It is really a deep cut. I know you've wanted that for a long time, James Nunn. I'm sorry that I still don't have it. I don't have the words, and I don't even have a recording of it, really. And I've got to write, if you would write the words down and send them to me, I would do it. That's all that's keeping me from anything, folks, is the words. All right. Okay. We're going to come back and we're going to do that song, Take Advantage of Your Chances, for old Bill Lewis. Now, this is a song that was on the Los Gonzo, the first Los Gonzo Band album. And it has a line about my grandpa, and he played baseball, professional baseball. So did my dad. They both played. My father played in the minor league ball. He was a Florida State League, Texas League, Louisiana State League, the farm team for the Cleveland Indians a lot. He almost got called up to the big show, and my mother said it's either the show or me, and so he went with that, and I wouldn't be here otherwise. So, oh yeah. And it was the fact that one of the reasons I got a lot of traction on this song, folks, is it's a good story. So this song was really fast, just, bluegrassy kind of thing. It was 1 minute and 58 seconds long. And back when Muzak was a big deal. I say back when Muzak was a big deal. And they would put all these songs on it and pipe it through the elevators and whatever they were doing, sending it out, I don't know. But it was way before, how can I say it? But songwriters made some money on these things. And because they would, BMI and ASCAP were, hounding them. If you're going to have music in an elevator, by God, you're going to pay the songwriter. And so this one kind of a country mix that they had, it needed a song that was exactly 1 minute and 58 seconds long. And so I think that's how I got in there. It was closed out, the Muzak. They played it all the time. St. Peter hold a ticket to the pearly gates, but he won it in a raffle game. If there was just another late twist of fate, you could have done the same and have an equally famous name. There's been a whole lot of shaking going on out there ever since the world began. But if you don't take advantage of your chances, son, your chances might never come again. My granddaddy ran down a rambling road, baseball in a barroom band. World War I came to get his goat. He ran off and took a patriotic stand. He sang tenor in the national band. He lent a hand. There's been a whole lot of shaking going on out there ever since the world began. But if you don't take advantage of your chances, son, your chances might never come again. So take advantage of your chances, boy. Everybody out there. I know you've heard me yodel, and I'm going to teach you to be the first yodeling fool on your block. Yodelay, 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 yodelay. I'm going to teach you how to do that. But first you have to have a lesson. You know, the human body has at least two voices. He has a chest voice, and the chest voice sounds like, hey! And you got a head voice, and the head voice sounds like this, hey! So what is the chest voice? Hey! What's the head voice? Hey! So you go, hey! 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 That's how you do it. Yodelay! You're supposed to be doing it. Yodelay! Yodelay, 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 yodelay. Can't hear you. Yodelay, 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 yodelay. So do something smart, that's the wisest thing to do when you really feel helpless and dumb. There's enough dummies running around these days, but they'll vanish when the kingdom comes. Yeah, they're gone when there's work to be done. There's been a whole lot of shaking going on out there ever since the world began. But if you don't take advantage of your chances, son, no, you don't take advantage of your chances, son, your chances might never come again. Oh yeah, take advantage of your chances. Now I've always wanted to do this one. I haven't done it, and this is so deep that I don't even know what album it's on. No, I do know it. It's on, the first was Mahatma Gandhi and Sitting Bull, I believe. It's called Back Home Again. And I wrote it with, this is another one that I wrote with Reed Wood. I just mainly did the music. And it's just kind of it's a train trip. It's a journey, a soul journey. This was back in the Cosmic Cowboy days that we were writing songs in India. So easily they drift away when my sorrows on a pillow lay. I close my eyes to all my pain, and there I am, back home again. Oh, sleepy train, your music play. A passenger's waiting all day, hauling me from all loss and gain, and calling me back home again. The bell has rung on down the line. It's coming soon, all will be fine. Conductor shouts, it's time to board. All I can do is thank the Lord. Step in the coach that has my name and ride that car back home again. Here we go. Oh, engine sweep from station pull, don't keep me from jubilation full. Can't stop those tears that start to rain, hurrying me back home again. All through my ride, I felt your hand taking me to the promised land. How those wheels sound with their refrain, rumbling on back home again. So easily they drift away when my sorrows on a pillow lay. I close my eyes to all my pain, and there I am, back home again. And there I am. Okay. Okay. Here's a song that I wrote with Andy Wilkinson. And I hope that Andy's out there tonight. Are you there, Andy? Andy Wilkinson? Here, I'm going to do your song. Whole lot of shaking going on around here ever since the world began. Yeah. All right. What am I going to do? I'm just going to do a song. This is an Andy Wilkinson song that we wrote, and I had this idea for a song, and it was about a cowgirl out on the prairie with a baby. That was my idea. And I had the melody. And I told Andy about my idea, and he said, man, there would be no cowgirl out on a trail drive. It was a trail drive, not only out on the prairie, but actually a trail drive. Cowgirl on a trail drive with a baby. I thought that would make a good song. But they would not let a woman with a baby go on a trail drive, this hard driving thing. Of course, you know, when the wagons went west or whatever it is, they had plenty of babies, I guess. But these cowboys, rough and ready guys, they wouldn't do it. There might have been women but if she had the baby, he said, that baby is back in town, and she's pining away for that baby. And so this is, it's called Cowgirl's Lullaby. Andy Wilkinson, great guy, songwriter from Lubbock, Texas. He's an artist in residence. I don't know if you know him, Tim Tandy, but you need to meet him. The artist in residence of Texas Tech Southwest Collection of Archives. Actually, he's the artist in residence of the whole school, but he works with the Southwest Collection of Archives. They're all retiring, though. Who's gonna fill their shoes? Who's gonna fill these curators' shoes? They're gonna have as much exuberance as Curtis Peoples and Andy Wilkinson and his team. I don't even want to think about it. All right. I think I'm going to do a different one because it's almost the same beat. So we're going to do, this is, let's see. Yeah, we're doing good. I think we're doing okay. Are we doing all right? All right. That's what I like to hear. So I was in the Los Gonzo band, and we had another song on that second record. The first one was just a debut album called Los Gonzo Band, and That song I did, there's been a whole lot of shaking going on out there ever since the world began. But if you don't take advantage of your chances, son, your chances might never come again. That was on the first record. The second record, I got this song called Dead Armadillo. And it was this was a really strange record, Thrills. One of the good things is we did Walter Hyatt songs. We did I'll Come Knocking. We were the first ones to record that. And Getaway. And maybe even one more. But for some reason, when it was up to me to do a song, I didn't sing it, I screamed it. So it's called Dead Armadillo. Oh, yeah. There was a dead armadillo by the side of the road with a smile on his face looking like I never known. It was a dead armadillo, dead armadillo, dead armadillo, dead armadillo, dead armadillo, dead by the side of the road. Just laying in the back in the red sea, just laying on his back in the red hot sun, looking dead as a rat till the good Lord come. It was a dead armadillo, dead armadillo, dead armadillo, dead armadillo, dead armadillo, dead by the side of the road. Now, this is a sing-along, and so I sing Dead Armadillo and you sing Dead Armadillo. There was a dead armadillo, dead armadillo, dead armadillo, dead by the side of the road. Hippie kids coming over the path. The boy has a tan and the lady has a fine young. Dead armadillo, dead armadillo, dead. There was a dead armadillo, dead by the side of the road. There was a dead armadillo, dead armadillo, dead armadillo, Abilene to Amarillo. There was a dead armadillo, dead armadillo, was a dead armadillo, dead armadillo, dead armadillo. There was a dead armadillo, dead by the side of the road. I don't know about where you come from, but where I come from, which is Austin, Texas. Well, I was just talking to the governor of Texas today on my cellular telephone. That guy, Greg Abbott, he called me. He said, boys, I wanted to be on I was going to interview him on Reality Ranch. He said, I wanted to get down on Reality Ranch, Bob, but I have to send my regrets. And there's one more thing. He was by the side of the road. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Dead armadillo. Woohoo! We're having a good time. I want to do this song here that I wrote with Gary Nunn, and it's not that deep, not digging that deep, but it reminds me I want to do it because it's a swing song, and I haven't done a swing song yet. I might do another one, but Gary and I wrote it and started in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And I was thinking about this because Mike and the Moon Pies have a recording of this. I thought it sounded really good. It's called Public Domain. And Mike and the Moon Pies are playing somewhere. I'd love for them to get me into that show, and then I could come out on stage and sing it with them. But you know, I don't even know Mike and the Moon Pies. If anybody does, oh yeah, if they're gonna do the song, then might as well. Anyway. Are we doing okay? We still on? Let's look over there at the Facebook. All right. Are we doing all right? Great. Tim, that's Gonzo fact. Bob, it's armadillo, not armadillo. Did I say armadillo? You mean I said armadillo? There was a dead armadillo. I did not. There was a dead armadillo by the side of the road with a smile on his face looking like I never knowed it was a dead armadillo. I said dead armadillo, Tim. You were hearing things, buddy. Kind of embarrassed me out here. Oh, now I don't even remember what I was going to do. Yes, I do. This is a song that we wrote called Public Domain, and there was just happened to be this poet in residence with all the movie. We were hanging out with the movie stars. I've told this story before, so it's not new. It's not deep. I'm sorry. Santa Fe, New Mexico, Jerry Jeff Walker, The Line Can't Play That Thing. Jessica Lange is there. What's his name? Dennis Hopper. Some pretty wild, salty Hollywood movie stars making a movie. We all go to the bar. There's a poet there that looks familiar. I didn't know he's a poet at the time. I thought he's an actor. But what's the guy's name? Jessica Lange's boyfriend. Sam Shepard says, he's no actor, Bob Livingston. He is a poet. You might have heard of him. His name is Richard Brodigan. And there was Richard Brodigan, wrote Trout Fishing in America, Watermelon Sugar. One of his poems says, a lacy leaf of lettuce fell off of my plate and onto the floor. So what? And the only reason I'm telling you this poem is because you got to know what kind of guy we're dealing with in this song, because he's going to make a guest appearance in the last verse. It's going to be brief, but you will have, Andy Wilkinson has this great idea about writing songs, and it's like this big pyramid, okay? And what you see, the Great Pyramid, is only the still point. It's only the song. But all this stuff under there's an equal gigantic, just keeps on going, this gigantic pyramid of research and knowledge and information that when the song comes together, if you have all that, somehow it'll come out in the song. But, and if it doesn't come out in the song, there'd be no way that really, I guess, you could know that it was Richard Brodigan, because I talk about a poet in Santa Fe, so I had to tell you about it. Anyway, let's all do it. It's called Public Domain. Oh, I got my irons in the fire down in Texas. Got me toehold in Tennessee. I got my foot in the door of that California store, but I'm up to my ears in me. Don't be concerned if the song sounds familiar. Don't be concerned if it all seems the same. Just be concerned that your politics will kill you. And it's all just public domain. I took a bite of the Big Apple. Yes, I dabbled in that forbidden fruit, where they promised me points and they slipped me through the joints, and I've yet to see any loot from the fat cat in those high-heel Gucci shoes. Don't be concerned if the song sounds familiar. Don't be concerned if it all seems the same. Just be concerned that your politics will kill you every day, and it's all just public domain. Let's play it, Flacco. Well, I sang in that Red River Valley. I drank wine with the poets in Santa Fe. There he is. I ran with those darlings in the estuaries of South Texas, like I ran from Snow White in L.A. I think I'd go and see what's shaking out in Bombay, because I've broken all my vows to Demolay. Don't be concerned if the song sounds familiar. Don't be concerned if it all seems the same. Just be concerned that your politics will kill you, and it's all just public domain. And it makes sense to get into the rain. Into the rain. It's raining. It's raining. It's raining, 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 raining. People dancing counterclockwise on the dance floor. There goes Tim Candy and Miss Roberta. They're doing that fast two-step. Whoa, whoa, into the rain. It makes sense to to the rain. Amen, brother. Amen. Okay, it's time to go back. I got a surprise for you. We're going to go back here. I hope you can hear all right. I want to show you something since this is Throwback Thursday, right? So I'm going to show you I love playing shows with Bradley Kopp, and I think it was 2016 or it might have been 15 even, but we played the International Folk Alliance there in Memphis. I'm not exactly sure, but that was where I know we were in Memphis. And, you know, we came and we played and we did a showcase, and then we played all these cool all night long, they call them guerrilla showcases. And at some point, people came up and said, come on out to the bus. And this company called Music Fog, and they're just a great, I don't know, Jesse Scott was the one that was kind of ramrodding that Music Fog, and they were recording a lot of musicians at the festival, a lot all over the country. And you'll see Music Fog's stuff, and it's in a big bus, a recording studio and a bus, a video studio. So we're in this bus, but it's pretty good camera work and pretty good sound. And it's a song that I want to send out to some of you out there, Android's Lament. Some of you like that song. And so this is Android's Lament, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. But sit back, relax. You're among friends. Broken gears and rusted chains, yet love endures on through the rain. I got no tears, I got no pain, but this old heart somehow remains. I was raised by the colonies and sent out to the stars, abandoned after centuries, 1,000 years before the wars. The only comfort I could find in this land of acid rain was the lightning circuits of my mind. The tall ships no longer came. Through the clear crystal of my dome, I see the shipwrecks all around. This junkyard planet is my home. Lost machines on the ground. They used to blast down from deep space, trailing streams of glory. And I would look into each face. Behind their eyes I read their story. And it's gonna take a lifeboat to sail to my rescue, reaching for the right note. Is there anything you can do with these broken gears and rusted chains? And my love endures on through the rain. I got no tears, I got no pain, but this old heart somehow remains.
beside this yellow sulfur sea. I wonder where they've flown and why they chose to leave me here to dream this dream alone, with these broken gears and rusted chains, and my love endures on through the rain. I got no tears, I got no pain, but this old heart somehow remains.
Android's Lament. What do you think? I miss playing with Bradley. I miss live music too. Bradley's such a great player and adds so much to a lot of these songs. And I wish him well wherever he is tonight. He went off to the Klondikes. He left, the country and went to the Klondikes. I don't know where that came from, folks, but sounds like a good story. Once I told Joe Ely, I said, man, I need some publicity. I need some press. I don't know. Can you help me out? He said, run naked through a nunnery. You'll get some publicity. I don't know if I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do it. So this is a song called The Usual Thing, and I can't believe I'm going to do this. Just because it's one of those songs. I did it at Kerrville, and the musicians I had playing with me, even though we'd kind of rehearsed it, they were grasping, and I'll probably be grasping as well, but it's called The Usual Thing. I think it's a great, test of my complete disregard of professionalism that I would play this song at this time. I see. Okay. I wrote this song back in 1973 or something, and the Lost Gonzo Band, we tried to record it, and we recorded a version of it that was on a record that never came out on Capitol. We made two records for two records for MCA, one for Capitol. We were doing our second Capitol record when the head of country music showed up in Austin and wanted to hear what we were doing. And our producers, he told us, man, you guys will be like the Moody Blues of country music. And it was Gary Nunn, me, John Emmons and stuff. And so we were given the power of this studio, and we did all this wild stuff. And when the head of country music of MCA Records heard it, he went, where's the country band we signed? We didn't know we were supposed to be country. I try to do it. Maybe all the world is in an uproar, and we turn our backs, we can't relax, and that's a usual thing. Check out the situation, you can believe your eyes, it's no surprise, but it's a usual thing. But hey, if you make something of it, you know they try to take you out of the picture. The only chance you really have is to make yourself a permanent fixture. Got to say, I don't know. This may sound just a little bit different. I'll try. Hey, you! A politician's talking and there's no way that he's walking a straight line. We're getting down to it and there's just no telling what shit that we'll find. Yeah, all the world is in an uproar and we turn our backs, we can't relax, and that's a usual thing. Oh yeah, check out the situation. You can believe your eyes, it's no surprise, but it's a usual thing. Yeah, it's a usual thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's the usual thing. I'll sit down one more time, back to the controls, where I feel. Oh yeah. Okay, we're doing all right. Are we gonna look at it? Some people, sounds country to me, 19 chords and the truth. Brittany Hamilton, I've always liked the usual thing on UTFS. Had no idea it was a 70s take originally. The lyrics still reverberate. Thank you very much, Brittany. She's very insightful, this woman. She used to write for the Dallas Morning News, I guess still does. She was a free feature writer, and she did a thing on Gary Nunn and me and wrote this incredible article, and really was part of, Gary's rise to fame at long last. And then wrote one on me, and some of the stuff she's written is the coolest turns of phrase that makes it fresh, and I really appreciate it. Georgianne Olive, that was a nice rendition of Android's Lament. I remember that day. Georgianne Olive was there. You were there, Georgianne. I know. I've seen photographs. Kevin Daugherty, hey, Bob, ordering up the Flatland Stairs tonight. That's a good idea, and I'll tell you where you order it. You go to BobLivingstonMusic.com is what you do. And let me just show you. Let's see. Can you still hear me? Anyway, you go here, BobLivingstonMusic.com. Visit Bob Livingston Music. That's what I mean. Yeah. So, yeah, that would be great. Flatland Stairs. All of the records. I would show you this, Gypsy Alibi now. Gypsy Alibi won the Album of the Year, the Texas Music Awards in 2011. And they told me that, that's all great and good that you won the Album of the Year, but you got to sell them now. And so that you're not going to be able to make another record until you sell all these. And so I've sold all but this one. And so, and it's still in the shrink wrap. And, they did, I kind of held it back. And when I got to do Flatland Stairs with Don, they said, okay, you sold all the records. Well, but he didn't know that I kept a couple back, and I've already gotten rid of one of them. But this is one, and of course, it's $500, but supply and demand, you can't get it anywhere. But and then I've got a kids record called "Open the Window," and we got a lot of kid songs there. "Open the Window," and that's a label up in Albany, New York, called A Gentle Wind. Really, it won a lot of stuff. Silly songs set to a rockabilly beat, and sprightly songs deal with nature. What does it say? In a playful way, resounds with hearty, sometimes unruly barks, quacks, moos, and ribbits. Great imaginative fun, the ALA book list. All right. Well, whenever I get to this point in the show, I always just say, heck, it's time for dueling accordions. If you be my one more time. Hey, hey, baby, I wanna know if you be my girl, if you be my girl, if you be my girl, if you be my girl.
Biggest applause.
I've ever played an accordion. Now, that was back in 2020, folks. And a lot has changed now. I've got both of my vaccinations. I made that record back in 2020. Now, that's from a session I was in Red River, New Mexico, and Mark Weberneck, who's that accordion player, played with a lot of people up there, and what a character. And he had an extra accordion, so we were doing Hey Baby in the bar. I love that song. You know who played the harmonica on that song? Delbert McClinton. I know you knew that, but I don't even give Tim Tandy a chance to answer because he was going to say it, so I just went ahead with it. Well, I think I'm going to be winding it up, folks, now, and I'm going to do a song that's actually, I feel like doing this. This is not necessarily that deep, but it is sort of deep because it's deep. You know what I mean? So it's called I Can't Sleep Tonight. And let's see. I wrote it in South India, and it's and my son Tucker was there, and he came in and he liked it, so I figured, that's amazing to have your kid like something you do. But I found out that Tucker's doing some really cool live streams, and I want to say this before I'm out of here. TuckerLivingstonMusic.com, but also his Facebook live streams. He does these things on Sunday at noon, and it's pretty interesting stuff. He's an incredible songwriter and guitar player, plays in all these tunings, and he played the other night. He played Saxon County Wild Man, just exactly the way I used to play as that old Murphy song. So I don't know. There's so many ways to end this, but this is I Can't Sleep Tonight, which I was having a problem. It's still always, it's not about sleep, of course. Not at all.
sleep tonight, but that's alright. And I'm here all alone. There's nothing going on. My heart can take an unlucky break. It's just a shake to make me wake. Whatever you do, I'll still trust you, and I'll make sure you can trust me too. Oh, that's your part. Oh, one more time. Sounds so good. Sing it one more time, y'all. In this old house of mine, the shadows dance in and out of time, and my thoughts hang on into the night. But sometimes the blues slips me into the right. I don't really know what I've been trying to find. The point is lost, the alley is blind, the inside reels and falls away. What it reveals, I can't betray. Oh, that's your part. I can't sleep tonight, but that's alright. I've got the light and I'm here all alone. There's nothing going on, but I'm at home. I'm at home. The dream fades away, and my lifeline is calling. Good singing, folks. Are we still on? All right. Thank you very much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Once again,
We'd appreciate if you would drop on by one of these three fine places, PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. I guess what we're going to have to do, though, is sit down before this last song and check in with all you fine feathered friends. So what I did this week is I didn't post to Austin City Jams, and I don't know what that means, but I'm just telling you like it is. And yeah, Tim is still on Armadillo, man. He thinks Laurie Dowden-Mackin said, sounds great. Thank you very much, Laurie. Brittany, Sam Shepard reaching out again from beyond. Sam Shepard, yeah, there he is. He was Jessica Lange's boyfriend at the time. And we thought, oh, this is cool. You know, we're hanging out with the movie stars, and we're at the La Fonda and in Santa Fe, and that's where we meet Richard Brodigan. And I was sitting there next to, Sam Shepard, and I said, Sam Shepard, who is that guy? Is that guy in the movies with you? No, man, that's no actor. That guy's a poet. His name is Richard Brodigan. And I'm not sure if I had already read his stuff, but I think I had, because I was that kind of guy. Okay, Michael Malone, Public Domain, what are your best? That's right, Michael Malone. I could wear your hat, but I can't get to it. I didn't wear a hat tonight. What do you think, folks? All right, Lee Leatherwood, hi, how are you doing? Laurie again. So great to see you all out there. Richard Sutton, how you doing, Richard? Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Brian O'Brien, greetings from Madison, Wisconsin. Carol Person Algren, she's out there too, and really great. Person, how do you pronounce your name? Carol Person Algren. Beautiful song. I wonder what song you're talking about. That's the thing. It doesn't go when I come back and look at it. And I do love to see those little hearts and likes and stuff like that, even surprise faces. I have no problem, or laughter. I usually do things like that. Tim Tandy wants more tabla. Beth Gallagher says, sounding good. Thank you, Beth. Beth is the great, flute player with the Otter Space Band, plays with a lot of people, and the saxophone. But we have a thing where we did at Kerrville once. I don't know how we did it, but I saw video of it, Beth, where I was playing, you were playing, and you were playing that flute. By George. Thank you for ordering the album. Charlene France. How you doing, Charlene? Hi from the MOFAA, the Museum of Fine Arts, Austin. That's right. We love the Museum of Fine Arts. And this thing that Freddie Kirch is involved with, South Austin Museum of Popular Culture. There's some great stuff coming up. I also want to just say one thing to you, and don't tell anybody I said it. Los Gonzo Band. That's all I've got to say about that. Now, Don Graham, thank you again, Don, for coming. Lee, everybody, Kevin, Jack McCabe, all you folks, Bill Lewis again, thanks so much for coming out. I'm going to close out with one more song, and we'll just go right up to it. Come on back here. I think I could go all the way here and do it. Wow, Phantasmo. Here we are, folks. Oh. I guess a little rock and roll. Anymore, this is kind of deep. I haven't been doing it all that much. Gone is the time when I felt so fine. I fell for you, took a anchor and a line. On a silver night, everything was alright. Where'd they go? Nobody knows. They're gone from me, and all I can see is the dusty backs of their memories. No longer young, not yet old. I cry for the time when I had some gold. Just take me back, back, back. Back when I was your king. Won't somebody give me a time machine? Like a tick on a dog, or like a bug in a bed, I wanna hang upon all that you once said. I can see you smile, I can see you cry, see your bedroom eyes till the day I die. All night we sang and all night we played. The sun didn't rise without our say. Where are all those days, where are all those nights? We would dance in the sand in the morning light. Just take me back, back, back. Back when you were my queen, and when your love was everything. We're aging fast, time's changing us. I tell him slow down, but he starts to cuss. They're gonna take the shovel, throw dirt on my head. Living feels too good, either alive or dead. I better count my blessings before it's too late, but they're hard to find on an empty plate. We'll be there soon at the pearly gates. I got my ticket, but I may wanna wait. Just take me back, back, back. Back when you were my queen. Take me back, back, back. Back when I was your king. Oh, won't somebody give me a time machine? Somebody. Yeah. Oh, that was funky. That was funky as can be, folks. Thank you so much one more time. I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to change the harmonica, though, and I'm going to be just kind of hanging out for the next couple of minutes. Maybe the next 5-10 minutes. You never know what's going to happen after this. But I really appreciate you showing up. Thanks so much. I'm not going to do This Land Is Your Land, because when I do This Land Is Your Land, some copyright, whoever owns it, grabs it and they mute that part of it or something. So you got to be careful. And also, I had done some other videos for you in the weeks past, and played some stuff that I got off of Apple, their movie making program, that they have a bunch of jingles, a bunch of music. It's really cool. But I used one of them, and of course the one I would use is the one that somebody in Iraq is claiming ownership of or something, and they blotted it out in 60 countries. But I don't think they blotted it out in America. But they blotted it out in 60 countries and said, no, you can't use that. And then we find that Apple is engaged in a suit over just that thing. So I'm right in the middle of it. I'm going to join a class action. That's how I'll make my gold mine, folks. Thanks a lot for coming. No matter where you go, you're always in reality. It's ebb the flow, the thick of the thin reality. So kick back, relax, you're among friends in reality. I want you to know you're part of the show in reality. So ladies and gentlemen, for your edification, it's Reality Ranch presentation. Oh yeah. Big time in Reality Ranch, folks. When the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, oh Lord, I want to be when the saints go marching in, and when the sun refused to shine, when the sun refused to shine. Oh Lord, I want to be in that number. Oh, when the sun refused to shine. That's right. When the saints, oh, I love you, Saint Lord. She lives down south where the river's age goes back to the original spirit, and the India ink is flowing over the page down to the original spirit, and the rhythm of life is still young right here tonight, and she is one among the original spirits. And every morning she walks out to the sacred ground where the ancient music is playing. She begins to sing as the rain falls down, like 1,000 voices were praying. Oh, and the clouds have all gone, and her light shines on in her original spirit. And I need to know that I'm a part of that original spirit. I need to know it, where my aim is true, and I ride that royal road, Yes, I know the truth. I know it when I hear it, Tim, in its original spirit. So take me down south where the river's age goes back to the original spirit, and the India ink is flowing over the page down to the original spirit, and the rhythm of life still young here in Austin, Texas, and all over the web. All of you original spirits, we are all at one with the original spirit. Thank you for coming tonight, all you original spirits. I'll be back next Thursday. I'm not exactly sure of the date. I would like to say it out loud, but it would mean that I'd have to go get my cell phone. Next Thursday, who knows what'll be happening. I may be in Borneo on Wednesday, so it'd be hard to do it. Anyway, I appreciate it so much. thank you very much. We're still here, but we're about to call it a night. I just kind of decided I needed to do Original Spirit for you. Thank you for the virtual tip jar. Great show, Bob. It was fun to hear the songs you rarely play. Thank you so much, Eric Johnson, saying the same thing. Amy, Gilmore, Bob, loving it. Bill, everybody, Jack, Bruno, hi, Bob. Great to see you on the road again, man. I'd love to be on the road. Oh, Bruno is down there in, where are you, Bruno? And he's got this radio station, Switzerland, and I did a show for it, but you recorded it in Texas, but it's Swiss, Texas, cosmic thing, you know, with all the songwriters, and they love that. And I just love Bruno and his wife. Okay, thanks a lot, folks. Now, I'd love to see those, likes and little heart wheels and all that kind of stuff. And I'll just kind of have a chance to kind of go off here. And thank you very much. Thank you very much for holding. What can I just kind of end up with? When the saint go marching in, when the saint go marching in, Lord, I want to be in that line. When the saint go marching in, Lord, I want to be in that line. When the saint go marching in. So I had played a lot of tours for the United States State Department all over India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh. Went to Lahore, Pakistan, and it was Tucker's first tour, 1998. There was a public affairs officer for the State Department. Her name was Donna Winton. And a couple of years later, she invited us to come to Bahrain, where she was posted, and play some Middle Eastern countries. And I thought, if we're only going to go to Bahrain, let's go all over. So she booked us 8 different countries, and Yemen was one of them. And one of the places we played in Yemen was an art college. And the room, no sound system, no nothing, but the room was full of young college-aged students that hoped to be artists one day, and they were taking art, and they gave us some of their paintings, and the room was full of kids, and we started to play. You got me running, you got me hiding, you got me running anywhere you want me to go. And at some point in the show, Tucker took his guitar and put it behind his head to play, and the whole place went bonkers. We did Not Fade Away, which is a Buddy Holly song. Buddy was from my hometown, Lubbock, and so I really had an affinity with Buddy, and of course he was the greatest. And he had this song that said, "Love is real, not fade away. Love is real, not fade away." I would sing that, and they would answer me. I go, "Love is real," and point at them, and they started singing, "Love is real, not fade away, not fade away." Love is real, not fade away. I want you to help me sing. Not fade away, not fade away, not fade away, not fade away, not fade away. I said, love is real. Love is real. Love is real. Love is real. Don't fade away. Don't fade away. Yes, love is real. Yes, love is real. Don't fade away. Don't fade away. Yes, love is real. Love is real. Don't fade away. Don't fade away. how big and how wonderful and how beautiful his love was for this girl in Miss Honey's English class. And this young woman right there in front, she said, "Yes!" Don't fade away! 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 They totally related to "Love is real, it doesn't fade away, no matter where you go." It was our theme song all through the Middle East and India, and all the tours we did, we always did this song.